it will give fruit.
Namo
Then the insects can come and
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Chalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Darati Swaparantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapatakamanam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savarutam Parijanasahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakalalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bando Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhupya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashattaya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shama Sundar Das. Descartes maintains that we can know and understand truth because God is true. This is the basis for our knowledge. God's existence assures us that this external world is not a fiction. Srila Prabhupada. This is what I was explaining. Because God is truth, His creation cannot be untrue. It is untrue when I see everything devoid of God. If I see this table as unrelated to God, it is untruth. However, when I see this table as a product of God's energy, I am seeing it in the proper way. In other words, I am seeing God. One who has no sense of God sees the table as temporary creation, something produced by nature's law. He sees that it comes from zero and that it will return to zero, and that ultimately it is zero, false. We do not say this. We do not say that Krishna is zero, but this table comes from Krishna's energy. Krishna's energy is not zero, and the table is not zero. Whatever is within our experience has a relationship with Krishna. The vision of that relationship is Krishna consciousness. Generally, people have no vision of Krishna. Their only vision is that of their family, their wife, their children, this and their that. That is Maya. Shyamasundar. Sundar. If people see nothing in relation to Krishna, how can they justify saying that it is all a dream? That it is unreal? Srila Prabhupada, because they cannot understand the beginning. They say that it is a temporary manifestation. People may say that this tree has come out of nothing, that when the tree dies, it will again become nothing. However, this tree has not come out of nothing, but from a seed. And Krishna says, Aham bija pradapita. I am the original seed of all existence. Bhagavad Gita 14:4. In a cinema, an image comes from a small hole, and we see it expanded on the screen. When the projector stops, the pictures on the screen cease to exist. People may say that these pictures come from nothing, but actually they are focused by the projector that projects the film, and behind that film there is an actual performance. Similarly, the material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. That spiritual world is reality, not zero. When we see a photograph, we understand it's an image of something actual. This material world is like something being played on a screen. Hmm. Therefore, the Mayavadi philosophers say that it is false. In one sense, it is false, in that the show is not an actual performance, but it is a reflection of the original play under a different process. Because the original play is not within our vision, we are thinking that the projection on the screen has come from zero. However, one who knows things as they are knows that the projection has come from reality, even though it is temporary and not permanently existing. In other words, the reality is the basis of what is being shown. When we see this, there is no question of anything being false. Shama Sundar Das. Descartes sees matter operating like a machine under mechanical laws. The sum total of all motion in the world is always constant. It neither increases nor decreases. However, he claims that the soul is unaffected by mechanical causes and is therefore immortal. Srila Prabhupada. Yet somehow or other he has been put into this mechanical process. Shyama Sundar. Yes, and this was Descartes' problem. He could not understand how spirit and matter interact, how the non-dimensional, non-extended spirit can have a three-dimensional body. Srila Prabhupada. When you are on the land and fall into the water, your struggle begins. This means that on land you are safe, but somehow or other you have fallen into this material struggle. Spirit is spirit, and matter is matter, but now they have come to get but now they have come in contact with another. We have caused this contact because we have misused our independence. A boy may stand firmly beside the water, but if he wants to enjoy the water, he may fall in. If he cannot manage to swim, he is lost. This is our position. The spirit soul has a spiritual body, but he accepts a foreign body. The spirit soul has a body, and his business is to enjoy life, but because he falls into the jurisdiction of matter, he cannot enjoy his labor. As long as he is within the water, there is no possibility of happiness. Shwama Sundar Das. Does the spiritual body have dimensions? Does it exist in space? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, it has dimensions. It has length, breadth, and everything. Otherwise, how can we say that it is 1/10,000th of the tip of a hair? In other words, there is a measurement, but that measurement is beyond our imagination. The soul is something different. It is inconceivable. If the spirit soul has no body, how can the material body develop? A material body is like a code molded into the form of the spiritual body. You cannot make a dress without measuring the body. Shama Sundar Das. Then the spiritual body is very small. Srila Prabhupada, you cannot imagine it. Because the materialists cannot see or measure the spiritual body, they say that it does not exist. Shama Sundar Das. Descartes says that the soul exists, but not that it occupies space. Srila Prabhupada. This means that his conception of space is limited. The material body is a body that has beginning and an end. Your code is made at a certain date. The spiritual body is changing dress from one material body to another, just as you change your clothes. The material body is body that has a beginning and an end. Your code is made at a certain date. The spiritual body is changing dress from one material body to another, just as you change your clothes. Shamasundar. After the soul has fallen into matter, can it be delivered through proper knowledge? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, that is the purpose of this Krishna consciousness movement. If a person is an expert swimmer, how long can he swim? He will eventually succumb because he is in a fallen condition. However, if one is elevated just 1 inch above the water, he is immediately safe. The water may remain in its position, but he is transcendental to it. This transcendental position is Krishna consciousness. Shwama Sundar Das. In other words, the spirit soul can rise above matter, above the water. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, just like a flying fish. The fish may swim within the water, but suddenly he may fly over it. As soon as you become Krishna conscious, you can fly over the water of material existence. Then you can gradually come to land. Shwama Sundar. If the spirit is unlimited and has unlimited power, how does it fall within matter? Srila Prabhupada. It does not have unlimited power. Its power is so great that in the material sense it is unlimited, but actually it is not unlimited. Shyamasundar. How is it able to be confined by something as limited as a body? Prabhupada. I have already explained this. It is like falling into the water. A spirit soul, we have nothing to do with this material body, but somehow or other we have come in contact with it. There is a cause, but instead of finding out this cause, we should realize that we are in a dangerous position. Shyamasundar. But if the spirit has great power and the body has limited power, how is it that this limited power is able to hold on to the great power, to capture it and keep it? Prabhupada, the material energy is Krishna's energy, and each and every energy of Krishna is as great as Krishna. Therefore, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Daivi hyesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya Mame vaye prapadyante, mayam metam tarantite. This divine energy of mine, consisting of three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who are surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Shama Sundar. In other words, it is sometimes stronger than the spiritual energy. Srila Prabhupada, when you come in contact with the material energy without a specific purpose, it is stronger. Krishna's representative comes into material energy in order to preach. Although he is within the material energy, he is not under its control. But if you come in contact with material energy without serving Krishna's purpose, you suffer. For instance, in a jail, there are many superintendents and government officials. There are also prisoners. However, their conditions differ. We cannot say that because they are all in jail, that they are all suffering in the same way. The superintendent is there because he is serving the government's purpose. Therefore, he is not subjected to the laws of the jail. When you are in the service of Krishna, you are no longer under the laws of Maya. You are liberated. Shoma Sundar. So the prisoners who have forgotten their real service have been weakened? Prabhupada, yes, because they have disobeyed and have forgotten their subordinate position. They want to be independent of the state and therefore they have been put into jail. Shyamasundar, then for them the material energy is stronger. Prabhupada, yes, it is stronger for them. Those who are conditioned are serving the material energy and are serving the material energy cannot escape through their own endeavor. They are dependent on the mercy of Krishna and his representatives. Haribol. Blaise Pascal, 1916-23, 1666. I agree with that. Pascal saw man situated in the universe between two extremes, infinity and nothingness. Man has a body like the animals, and an intelligence like the angels or demigods. As such, he is neither a demigod nor an animal, but somewhere between the two. He is intelligent enough to know that he is in a miserable situation, despite his great desire to be happy. Man engages in all kinds of pastimes and diversions to forget his misery, but nothing ultimately helps. What man once possessed and now has lost is perfect happiness. All men suffer and complain despite their situation, and Pascal believed that the emptiness felt by man can only be filled by God. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, life after life, the living entity strives for happiness, but he only becomes more morose because he does not take shelter of Krishna. He manufactures new ways to sport. He dives in the water and flies in the air, and God is supplying him all facilities. If you want to fly, become a bird. You want to die, become a fish. Sometimes, after making many attempts to be happy, sometimes, after making many attempts to be happy, the living entity gives up his plan making and surrenders to Krishna. Krishna says, "Surrender unto me, and I will make you happy." God comes personally as Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give instructions how to surrender and attain happiness. I agree with us. Where Descartes emphasized the importance of reason, Pascal believed that the principles that are understood by the heart are absolutely certain and adequate to overcome all skepticism and doubt. It is because is this because the super soul speaks within the heart? Srila Prabhupada, yes, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Tesham satada yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam payanti te. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Every living entity is living with God, but out of ignorance he does not know this. As we have stated before, there are two birds situated in the tree of the body. One bird is enjoying the fruits of the tree, while the other bird is witnessing. God gives instruction, whereby we can return home. But non-devotees will not accept these instructions. A devotee strictly follows the orders of God, but the demoniac act according to their own whims, even though knowing God's desires. There is no doubt that God is giving instructions. Instructions are given externally through God's agent, the spiritual master, and through the scriptures. Instructions are given internally through the conscience, the super soul. Shama Sundar Das. Pascal was a mystic who believed very deeply in God, but he was also a skeptic in the sense that he believed that we cannot prove the existence of God by the reason or any other way. Therefore, emphasize that we have to believe in God within our heart. Srila Prabhupada, yes, that is a fact. You cannot prove the existence of God by your material senses. Atha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriyai. Seven mukhe hi vado svayam eva spuratyada. Material senses cannot appreciate Krishna's holy name, form, qualities, and pastimes. When a conditioned soul is awakened to Krishna consciousness and renders service by using his tongue to chant the Lord's holy name and taste the remnants of the Lord's food, the tongue is purified, and one gradually comes to understand who Krishna really is. Padma Purana. The senses are incompetent to appreciate God. But if you are anxious to know God, he should remember you should render him service. Then he will let you know what he is. The more we engage in God's service, the more he reveals. He cannot be perceived by our senses. Therefore his name is Adokshaja, which means that he is beyond our sense perception. We worship the deity of God in the temple, but the gross materialist, with his sense perception, can never understand that the deity is God. He will say that it is simply a stone carving. Therefore, we have to believe in God within our heart. Because the atheists do not believe in God with his heart, he says only a piece of stone. Shyamasundar Das. Pascal says that the heart has regions which the mind does not know. Shri Prabhupada. Yes, the mind is an instrument. It is not something final. For instance, the brain is instrumental, just like the tape recording. Behind the mind there is the intelligence, and behind the intelligence there is the soul. Hagriv Das. Pascal ascribed the doctrine of ordinal sin, which holds that the one time man fell from grace by committing some sin or other, and this fall from grace accounts for present position between the angels and the beast. In other words, ordinal sin accounts for man's engagement in matter. Srila Prabhupada, yes, that is also our philosophy. Srila Prabhupada, what was the original sin? I agree with us. Disobedience, refusing to serve Krishna. Sometimes the servant thinks, why am I serving this master? I myself must become a master. The living entity is eternally part and parcel of God, and his duty is to serve God. When he thinks, why shall I serve God? I shall enjoy myself instead. He brings about his downfall. Original sin means refusing to serve God and attempting instead to become God. Mayavadis, for instance, are still attempting to become God, despite their knowledge and philosophy. If by meditation or some material effort we can become God, what is the meaning of God? It is not possible to become God. The attempt to become God is the original sin, the beginning of sinful life. Hagrid Das. Pascal believed that it is impossible for man to understand the universe or his position in it. We cannot look for certainty or stability in the material world because our reasoning powers are always being deceived. Therefore, man must surrender to the dictates of his heart and to God. Srila Prabhupada, yes, that is our position. We are not depending on the heart, however, because the dictations of the heart are not appreciated by non-devotees. Direct instructions are given in Bhagavad Gita and explained by the spiritual master. If we take the advice of God, his representative, we will not be misled. Hare Krishna, Kunal Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Prabhu, you can also read one page if you want.
Which one?
From here.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu. Haribol.
Agriva Das. Of all the things in the world, Pascal considered this to be the strangest. A man spends many days and nights in rage and despair over the loss of his job, or for some imaginary insult to his honor. Yet he does not consider with anxiety and emotion that he will lose everything by death. It is monstrous thing to see in the same heart, and at the same time this sensibility to refers and strained insensibility to the greatest objects, death. It is an incomprehensible enchantment and a supernatural slumber, which indicates as it causes all powerful force. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, according to Bhagavad Gita, when one does not believe in God or when one disobeys God's order, God comes as death. Then all power, pride, imagination, and plans are broken. After this, one may attain the body of an animal because in his life he acted like an animal. This is the process of transmigration. This is suffering. Hayagriva Das, Pascal writes, if we submit everything to reason, our religion will have no mysterious and supernatural element. If we offend the principles of reason, our religion will be absurd and ridiculous. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, that is a fact. The orders of God constitute religion, and if we carry out these orders, we are religious. Pseudo religions that cheat, are condemned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Any religious system which has no conception of God and which annually changes its resolutions is not a religion but a farce. I agree with us. Pascal seems to be saying that we should not accept our fate blindly, but at the same time, we should not expect everything to be comprehensible to our understanding. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, a father may tell his child to do something, although the child may not comprehend it. In any case, we understand that a father's plans are complete and good for the son. If the son says, no, I don't wish to do this, he may fall down. God's order constitutes religion, but there is no question of blind following. We must understand God's nature and realize that He is all perfect. In this way, we can understand that whatever He says is also perfect, and that we should therefore accept it. If we apply our finite reasoning and try to change God's instructions according to our whims, we will suffer. Shamasundra Das. Pascal claims that by faith we have to make a forced option, or what he calls a religious wager. We either have to cast our lot on the side of God, in which case we have nothing to lose in this life and everything to gain in the next, or we deny God and jeopardize our eternal position.
Prabhu, can you read one page more? Read. Thank you.
Vilavupa. That is our argument. If there are two people and neither has experience of God, one may say that there is no God, and other may say that there is God. So both must be given a chance. The one who says that there is no God dismisses the whole case, but the one who says that there is a God must become cautious. He cannot work irresponsibly. If there is a God, he cannot run risks. Actually, both are taking risks because neither knows for certain that there is a God. However, it is preferable that one believe. Shamasundra Das. Pascal says that there is a 50-50 chance. Srila Prabhupada, yes, so take the 50% chance in favor. Shamasundra Das. Pascal also advocated that we have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Srila Prabhupada, yes, we also advise people to chant Hare Krishna. Since you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, why not chant? Shamasundra Das. Pascal's religious vigor rests upon the assumption that God will punish the individual who refuses to believe in Him and reward the one who believes. Srila well, God is the supreme person who rewards and punishes. Lord Vishnu has four hands, holding four symbolic objects. Two hands are for punishment and two for protection. The conch shell and the lotus given protection to the devotees, and the club and disc punish the non-devotees. I agree with us. Pascal writes, Man is a great in that he knows himself to be miserable. A tree does not know itself to be miserable. His misery prove man's greatness. They are the miseries of a great lord. A deposed king. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Srimad Bhagavatam finds out that we are trying to live long, but a tree lives longer. Does this mean that the tree has attained perfection? Does perfection mean longevity? We may analyze life's condition in this way in order to understand. that perfection means coming to God consciousness and understanding God and our relationship with Him. I agree with us. For Pascal, knowledge can be attained only by curbing the passions, committing to God, and accepting God's revelation. He considered himself a Christian. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, without religion, one is an animal. Amongst animals, there is no discussion of God and no sense of religion. Presently, society is becoming degraded because governments are forbidding the discussion of God in schools and colleges. This causes increased suffering. I agree with us. Although Pascal was considered a great philosopher, he concluded that philosophy in itself only leads to skepticism. Faith is needed. Here, God was his favorite motto. Srila Prabhupada, philosophy means understanding the truth. Sometimes philosophers spend their time speculating about sex and thus become degraded. Sex is present in animals as well as men. Sex is not life itself. It is not only a symptom of life. If we emphasize only this symptom, the results are not philosophy. Philosophy means finding out the absolute truth. The real subject of philosophy is Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan.
Dibo, thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Karti Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Dibo, nice to see you on the reading session. Okay, now let's
Nice
read.
to have your association as well.
Is your test over?
No, Prabhu. 20 seconds is the last.
Okay, Prabhu. So, so you will go the same day to the temple that you have test.
Yes, Prabhu. I will finish my test and then I'll go to the temple.
Okay, Dibo. Yes, Prabhu. That's nice.
Prabhu, I just ask one doubt in the group. Whenever you just get a time after 5-10 minutes, just tell me the answer about my doubt.
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, we can discuss now itself. I joined and then I saw your message, so we can discuss now itself. Maybe,
Okay.
Sami Prabhu, we could recite the Shikshashtaka later,
Yes,
but
Prabhu.
you can go to his question. Hare Krishna. Could anyone explain me the line from Bhagavad Gita 18.66? Abandon all types of religions and surrender unto me. I don't understand what exactly Krishna is referring here to the word religion. So, Sami Prabhu, you could answer the question.
Let's see the verse. So here this means with religion that's all like if some have some beliefs or something like this, his own any ideas or ways of doing things, he should abandon all those and surrender just unto Krishna, that what Krishna says. Because usually we have our own ideas that if I do like this, then Krishna will be satisfied. But we should abandon all those ideas and just hear from Krishna directly what he wants us to do. So this is my understanding of this. Did you read the purport yet?
Yes, Prabhu, I read, but I didn't understand because religion, that word religion, I thought like what kind of religion Krishna is referring here to. Like we need to surrender all the yogas like karma yoga, dhyan yoga, and all of the
Yes,
other yogas. And after that, coming to bhakti, is this what Krishna is
yes,
mentioning?
yeah. Every other process we should abandon and come to this bhakti yoga process. Yes, here one should simply accept such religious principles that will lead ultimately to the devotional service of the Lord.
So, you see, Kunal Prabhu, so the point is that there are many different systems of religion, you see. But the ultimate religion means Dharmam to Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam as given by God. Okay, as given by God, there are different religious systems. So we can understand from the point. For example, there might be a religious system for a man who's in the mode of ignorance in the Vedas, or for a man in the mode of passion, or for a man in the mode of goodness, or for a man in the mode of Shuddha Sattva, beyond goodness, transcendental mode. Okay. So religion means the word of God, and even amongst religion, we can find some diversification according to the person's modes of material nature. Okay, so here Krishna is referring to give up all of these classifications of religion and come to the ultimate point of understanding that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he is the ultimate goal of all religious systems. For example, one might be very much into the karma kanda ritualistic performances. So you see in the karma kanda section, there's a lot of Vedic rites and ceremonies so that one gets a lot of material benefit. You see, now one might keep on performing this and never come to the perfectional stage of understanding that the ultimate goal of all these purificatory rituals, which are created according to one's modes of material nature, is to understand Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead and surrender onto him, right? So the ultimate purpose of all Vedic ceremonies and all Vedic regulations, rules and regulations is to come to the understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and our relationship with Him and to serve Krishna. Just as in our Shastra it is said, Vedesha sarve rahameva vedyaha. So Krishna is saying, through all the Vedas, I am to be understood. So for persons who are very much enamored by the karma kanda activities, like in India, I'm sure you might have seen Kunal Prabhu. So many of them, they keep on doing rituals, or for whatever reason, they keep on doing a lot of sacrifices, so on and so forth. But they do not know the knowledge behind them. And consequently, they did not come to the perfectional understanding of Bhakti Yoga to perform our original constitutional duty, which is to serve God. And similarly, there are many jnanis, or mental speculators. They consider, you know, mental speculation to be the highest, and they try to find out God in their own way, in their own path. But that is also imperfect because by nature we have imperfect senses, and through imperfect senses we cannot find out the Supreme Lord, who is known as Adokshaja. Adokshaja meaning one who is not um, one who cannot be seen by imperfect senses, but by imperfect sense perception. So Krishna is saying that give up all these varieties of even Vedic rules and regulations for those who are sincerely following the karma kanda and everything. If they keep on doing that and it's not bringing them to Krishna consciousness, it's simply a waste of time. As Shami Prabhu showed before, maybe you could highlight the part in the purport again, Prabhu. So Krishna is saying, give up all of this karma kanda and your mental speculation and come to the perfectional stage of bhakti yoga, which is your original constitutional duty. That is our original constitutional duty to serve Krishna. So come to this position, right? So this is what Krishna is trying to say. And one more thing is that, for example, now that you're working, or if one is studying or whatever, he in whatever situation he is, he can continue this bhakti yoga process. You see, so this refers to giving up all of these other ways of trying to reach God by jnana or by karma yoga or whatever, but no, not karma yoga, by simply performing the karma kanda rituals and by jnana yoga. And if you follow Krishna's instructions as in the Bhagavad Gita, even if you are working or even if you're doing some other occupational duty which you're having, but still understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and your position is to serve Him. And whatever you're getting in return from your work, you're giving it to the devotees of the Lord to preach the Krishna consciousness movement and to serve God and try to reestablish His relationship with God. Then you are considered to be in the path of Bhakti Yoga. So I hope I did not make any mistakes. So Sami Prabhu, if I made some errors, please correct me.
No, no, Prabhu, you explained very well. But I just want to know, like, then someone may question that if Krishna is telling about the exact religion to be followed, then why people, after having good careers and everything, they choose the path of becoming ascetics or monks? Uh, is that like they think like they are getting away from their responsibilities?
No, Prabhu, first we have to understand this one point. I mean, of course, I don't know where Sami Prabhu went. He could have shown nice verses. Okay, never mind, no problem. So you are saying that you are asking some people that they question like this, that you're getting a nice career or you have some nice job and you have some nice family or everything. So why are you choosing this path of Bhakti Yoga? So am I escaping your response to that question?
Prabhu, your
Am I
voice.
escaping your response to that question?
Yes, yes, Prabhu, I'm listening. Please tell.
Yes, Prabhu. No, I was just clarifying your question. Okay, that is your question. Yeah, I understood your question. Thank you for making it clear. Okay, see, the point is, first of all, we should understand what is our real responsibility. You understand? Our real responsibility is to serve God. This human body is meant for only one purpose. In the Shastras, it is said that Athato Brahma Jigyasa, meaning now you got this human life, this human body. Inquire about God. Use your intelligence, provided intelligence, to inquire about God, right? So our real duty, our real responsibility, the prime and foremost duty is to inquire and understand Krishna and serve Krishna. All of these are inferior responsibilities, Prabhu. This you have to take care of your family, this and that, and your friends, relatives. All of these are inferior responsibilities. Now, if I forget the primary responsibility, that I'm part and parcel of God, my duty is to serve Krishna, and then I'm taking to these inferior responsibilities of serving my parents and friends, and forgetting the superior responsibility of serving Krishna, that is to be understood that I'm simply a big animal. There is no difference. So our original position, Jivara Swarupa Hai, Krishna Nityadas, this verse means that our eternal original position is to serve Krishna. So that is our original duty in this human form of life. All other duties are secondary. See, don't get us wrong. We are not saying that you should not take care of your family or those who are dependent on you or your friends or whatever. We are saying, okay, you can do that as well. But in the name of doing that, do not compromise your spiritual life. You will just live like an animal otherwise. So our original duty is to serve God. And this must go on no matter what. Either we are physically fit or unfit, or tomorrow we have a big exam or whatever. No, it does not matter. Our original position is to serve God. And the biggest test at the time of death will come. If our consciousness is pure and our consciousness is situated in Krishna consciousness, then we go back to our eternal home, back home, back to Godhead. If not, we are materially enamored by our inferior so-called activities of family, friends, and that all in this material world. Then we have to come back and take birth again in this material world where we have to suffer over and over and over again. So I come back to the same point. We are not saying you neglect your family and friends and run away. We're not saying that, you see. We are saying that, okay, now you got a family or whatever, it's okay. Now they're dependent on you. No problem. You take care of them and everything, but do not neglect your spiritual life. Your spiritual life must be your first priority. If your spiritual life is your first priority, then your family and all those around you will also be happy. You will also be happy. If not, you get too much attached to them and you're thinking material life to be all in all and neglecting spiritual life, then both you and your family are all just animals with two legs. This is what is to be understood. Of course, there's much more detail to go in, but this is just a summarized version. And you understand, spiritual life means it's not some you have to go meditate in some forest or somewhere. No, just wake up in the morning, chant your rounds, Hare Krishna, associate with the devotees, donate your money to the temple if you're working, right? Donate your money for Krishna service. That way, you won't get more and more entangled in material life. Then, for those who are very much surrendered and really advanced in spiritual practice, for them, renunciation, yes, that is different. That is completely surrendering onto Krishna for a higher purpose, which is their eternal position, serving Krishna. So when they're very advanced, then you come to the position of renunciation, then that is different. But for the general case of people like you and I, or for whatever in our situation, I've explained. You understand? So I hope it is clear for you.
Yes, yes, Prabhu, I understand. But Prabhu, then again that thing comes like about like you talking about responsibilities. I understand that the superior responsibility is to serve God, and the inferior responsibilities is to take care of your family and friends around you. Understood. But again, how to keep the balance between the two of them. Like, what is the which responsibilities have more weightage? Like, I have my dharma as a soul is to worship God, and my dharma as body as whatever I am born into family is to serve my family and friends. Then which kind of responsibilities have more weightage, and which kind of responsibilities I need to give more focus on?
So Prabhu, you see, are you married by any chance?
No, no, Prabhu.
So you're not married, right?
Yes,
Then,
yes.
yeah, then no worries. If you're not married, you have no attachments and no responsibilities, you see. If you're married, you're 30 years old and now only starting Krishna consciousness and now only started chanting, then it's different. You have some dependents, you have to take care of them, they have to grow up. That's all different. But now you're not married, you don't have any attachments and you don't have much responsibilities as well. Actually, your hands are free, right? Now there is no question of balance. You see, even in marriage life, there's no question of balance. First your spiritual duties, then okay, you take care of your family and your children and that, this and that, okay. But now when you're not married, you have your whole day for Krishna consciousness, and that is what you should be doing. You see, the perfectional stage is to be 24/7 engaged in Krishna consciousness. So now you must take advantage of your time. Mhm. Chant your 16 rounds daily. Daily watch lectures, attend our lectures, Q&A live lectures, attend our Ishtagoshtis, you know, and try to, after you understood the Bhagavad Gita and our Shastras nicely and your sadhana is going quite well, you can start distributing books and preaching Krishna consciousness to others around you. So you have a very good chance to engage 24/7 in Krishna's service, actually. And this way you will be very much happy and very much blissful, you know. Otherwise, if you're just thinking about work, 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 it is an unnatural position. You understand? It's an unnatural position. Just like a fish outside water is in an unnatural position. Similarly, in this material world, we are outside water. No matter what, we cannot be happy. Therefore, by performing Krishna consciousness, we are put back in water. Just like a fish inside water, we'll be happy. So now that you're free, your hands are not tied. You don't have any much responsibilities. Just practice Krishna consciousness seriously. Join our Ishtagoshtis, join our live sessions, associate with the devotees, and make your life sublime and happy and wonderful. That's all. No need to worry about your responsibilities of this and that. You don't have any much responsibilities. I believe you're going to work. You can continue doing so, but the rest of your time you can engage in Krishna's service. It's not much of a big deal. You see,
Yeah.
and this is what you should do.
I'm myself Prabhu 50 years old guy. I have yes, not much responsibilities, but still, if if someone says me to leave family and go and become ascetic, that will not be possible for me at such stage, because I'm not on that level of devotion, to be honest.
Yes, no worries. See, that is, we're not telling you about that. We're not telling you, okay, Prabhu, now you leave and directly come to the temple and become a brahmachari or become a sannyasi. No, we're not telling that. You see, Prabhu, the point is that now that you're free, see, what I told you is that now that you're free, engage your time in Krishna conscious service. Engage your time in Krishna consciousness. Chant your Hare Krishna, chant your rounds, chant 16 rounds, attend our lectures, attend our Ishtagoshtis. All of these are online. Then whatever money that you're getting, you must donate it to the temple as well. Then this way you will not get bound by your material activities. In fact, it is said in our Shastras that sacrifice done, work done, it must be sacrificed for Vishnu. Otherwise, that work will bind you into this material world. So use all of your time and energies in Krishna's service. Then eventually your devotion will grow, your bhakti will grow, your life will become more and more sublime as more and more you surrender. Then eventually, if you come to an advanced stage, you can renounce and go become a brahmachari in the temple. Hmm. If not, you can still continue practicing your Krishna consciousness, and you can help the temple out, and you can donate money to the temple, and you can chant your rounds, associate with devotees in the morning japa session, join the live sessions, and you can use your time, like this.
Yes,
So
sir.
that is the point. We don't tell everyone has to become a sannyasi or a brahmachari, but we say everyone must chant Hare Krishna and perform their spiritual duties, which is to serve Lord. In whatever position you are in, you can serve God. You understand? So now that you're in a position where your hands are not tied, use your time to chant Hare Krishna. Come morning japa sessions, 5 o'clock it starts. Wake up, take some austerity for Krishna. Come in the morning time, performing a chanting. Chanting in morning time is more powerful than when performed in any type of the day, because your mind is much more attentive. And listen to our live classes, come to the reading sessions, and do all of this, Prabhu. This is what we ask. We don't say, oh, become sannyasi. No. But wherever you are, in whatever position you are, you can serve Krishna, right? So this is what we say. Yes, Prabhu. Any more questions, Kunal Prabhu?
No, no, Prabhu. So I guess you mean to say that regardless of person situation, anyone can, worship Krishna and do all his life Krishna consciousness, right?
Yes, regardless of your position, you can serve Krishna to your level ability. You can
Like
surely do that.
if a person is a even a person, let's talk about myself. If I'm a I'm a male, and if I get, even if I don't get married all my life, still I can do. I don't need to. Then I guess I don't need to go into brahmachari and even sannyasi. And I guess I can worship Krishna as a person I am, like a single person I am. Is that possible?
Yes, but read this one if you can see the screen. It's small text, but maybe you can see it. I'm not sure.
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Mukunda Mala 3 purport. It is useless to leave worldly connections out of sentimentality or artificial renunciation. One must have the real thing at heart. If one finds himself entangled in worldly connections, one should behave outwardly like a worldly man, but remain inwardly faithful for spiritual realization. That will help one on the progressive march of life. Nobody can cross over the big ocean in a sudden jump. Yes, Prabhu, it's good, but if you can explain me, that will be nice.
Yes, Prabhu. Is this one yours?
No, no, that question was answered. So, I mean, your renunciation, right? So don't worry. I mean, Kunal Prabhu, you can continue doing what you're doing. You understand? There's no need to artificially attempt renunciation if you don't have it at heart, right? So
Yes.
our whole system is param drishtva nivartate, meaning by experiencing a higher taste, a higher consciousness, one gives up this lower taste of material life, right? So until then, if you're still attached to the worldly life and everything, no worries. You know, all of us are conditioned soul. All of us are running our own race to spiritual advancement. No worries. You keep on chanting Hare Krishna. You keep on associating with devotees. You keep on watching our lectures. I believe you bought the Bhagavad Gita course from ISKM Pondicherry as well. And yeah, whatever money you get,
Prabhu, I will be, paying the fees, like after this session or whatever. That's why I was
don't worry,
asking.
pronunciation and now. Yes,
That's
Prabhu.
why, that's why I was asking about, that how where I can pay the money. Like, so I guess you have sent me the number of one Prabhu. So I will be paying directly in his Google Pay account, and I will send you the screenshot, right?
Yes. Yes, you first call him. You tell him, Prabhu, can I pay over here? And then if he says yes, sure, you can do it. You pay it to him. If you want to ask some more questions on the Bhagavad Gita course, you can ask to him and speak to him as well, and he will guide you. Okay, you just call him first, and then you can pay him later, either today night or tomorrow. But to answer your question in short, don't worry about your renunciation or this and that. It will come naturally. It will come if you're sincerely practicing Krishna consciousness. So don't worry about any of that, Prabhu. You just chant Hare Krishna as of now, 16 rounds. I mean, how many rounds are you chanting, Prabhu? If you don't mind me asking.
Prabhu, to be honest, there was a time when I used to chant 16 rounds. I'm not saying this very overconfidently, but naturally I was able to do that. Although the rounds were very not in quality, but from last 3 4 months I'm not able to chant properly because I was into some I was uh, I was going under I was undergoing some low position of my challenges, circumstances. So I'm just trying to, kneel up again once again to come on my knees so that I can start with my, rounds and everything.
Yes, Prabhu, no worries. No worries. It's quite natural. We all go through ups and downs in spiritual life. But the key is devotee association. In any case, you must always associate with the devotees. So what you do is from tomorrow, you start waking up in the morning and start chanting Hare Krishna. We have japa sessions which start from 5 o'clock Indian Standard Time, and they go up to 8 and 9 as well, 9 a.m. as well. So in the morning time, before your work, you can always join the japa session and chant in the association of devotees. This will give you some motivation and strength. So don't worry, we are all here as brothers. We are all trying to help each other out in progressing towards Krishna consciousness. And so you just join the japa session, and you will get the strength and motivation to chant more rounds regularly. And slowly work your way up to 16 rounds again, Prabhu, and join the Ishtagoshti. The Sunday 4 o'clock Ishtagoshti you join, you will see a lot of nice kirtans, presentations, artwork, etc. And finally Q&A session also will be there. So you join these sessions, take advantage, Prabhu, and spend your day in Krishna consciousness this way by Shravanam and Kirtanam. Shravanam means hearing, Kirtanam means chanting. So keep doing these two things regularly. Hear our ISKM classes or Srila Prabhupada's lectures and chant Hare Krishna sincerely with our devotees. This will help you a lot. And you don't need to worry about the future about, oh, should I get brahmacharya, sannyasi? That will come. If Krishna wants you to surrender, you will surrender. No worries about that. So just focus on your sadhana as of now. Sincerely, you follow this. And if you get any, if you get any excess funds, then try to give it to the temple. This is also very much purifying. It purifies the heart. So please keep doing this, and this will help you be spiritually strong. And if you need association, anytime you can either contact Sami Prabhu or you can contact me and you can ask questions in the group. Do not hesitate at all. Okay. So I hope I have answered your question, Prabhu. And if you want to add something, you can add, Sami Prabhu.
Wow, very nice, Prabhu. Very nicely give the answer.
Yes, Prabhu. Very nice.
Hare Krishna, Vivek Prabhu, Dandatam, all the way, Shishla
Thank you so
Prabhupada.
much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandatam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. How are you, Prabhu?
Prabhu, Jai Shri. I'm doing good, Prabhu. How are you doing, Prabhu? Are you in the temple right now?
I came, Prabhu. I came.
You came back to
Overall,
home.
Yes, Prabhu.
When are you coming next, Prabhu? I'm coming on 22nd. I thought I can meet you.
Yes, but I have I am planning to come, but some money problem is there, so let's see.
No,
What
money
happens.
problem, no issue. Krishna will arrange. And if needed, if you need some funds, you can even ask me also. I think I have some extra money I can also give. I don't have a problem. No. If you need, you don't
How I
hesitate to
can
ask. Huh? No, you can. No worries.
Okay.
You can ask. Huh? So you try to come, Prabhu. Okay, please. I want to see you one more time.
Yes,
I want
Prabhu.
to have your association.
You have
Yes,
time, you
Prabhu.
should go.
Last time we met in your college, I think so.
Yeah, last time we met was 1 year ago. Can you imagine? Oh my God.
Yes, bro.
Then
that
again
time,
did not meet.
that time, yes, bro. But that time you are asking for me, are you joining full time, like that? I think, I remember that.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, you had long hair that time. I also remember.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Very nicely given the answer from
So Kunal
Shastra.
Prabhu, you have any other doubts, Prabhu?
Yeah, that's I was asking. I don't know. Can you give your just a brief introduction, like where you are from and what exactly you are doing? Like a student or a working professional?
Yes, Prabhu. I'm actually at present in hell, actually. As you can see, I'm in university. So this is basic hellish condition of life, unfortunately. I'm basically from Tamil Nadu, India, Prabhu. My ancestry is from Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu, India. And at present, I'm studying as a second year mechanical engineering student in Vellore Institute of Technology, VIT, Vellore. And so I've come into Krishna consciousness for the past 2 years, nearly 2 years. And by the mercy of the devotees, they have been tolerating me. And by their mercy, I'm able to progress step by step in Krishna consciousness story.
Very nice, bro. I really like South India. Your culture is very, very rich.
You should come to the temple, Prabhu. When you're free, you should come to the temple. It will be very good. You will get
Yeah,
very nice prasadam. You can speak to His Grace Prahlad Prabhu. You can see the brahmacharis there. You can do service in the temple. You can see the cows. And this way you can really feel sublime, if you come to the temple whenever you're free.
of course. I was planning to go for Tirupati Balaji someday.
Yeah, we have an ISKM center in Tirupati as well. So maybe before you're going, you can contact me once. If you're coming to South India, if you contact me, I can give you the numbers of our temples, Prabhu, and you can surely visit and do some service there. So this way you'll feel very happy and you'll get purified as well. It's a very good opportunity to associate with the devotees of the Lord. In our Shastra, it is said that Sadhu Sangha Sharva Shastra Kaya, lava matra sadhu sanga, sarvasiddhi haya. Lava matra. Meaning, just by a moment's association with the pure devotees of God, one can attain all perfection. So, just by moment's association of those who are sincerely following Srila Prabhupada, we can become very purified and our whole life can change, We can become spiritually conscious. And so, you're saying you're having some kind of ups and downs, right? I also face so much, I might be talking like a big man, but I'm a very, very neophyte rascal fellow myself. So I face a lot of difficulties as well. But the secret to actually remaining fixed up, humble, and serious in spiritual life is the association of devotees. So I humbly request you, please join the japa sessions, restart your rounds. If you need some help or you want to chant and you don't have some company, you can message Sami Prabhu. He's always ready to do some extra rounds with you. Or if you have any questions, you can always message. There is no problem. You can anytime message, no issues, and you can join our Ishtagoshtis. This will benefit you a lot. So it's my kind and humble request you join, Prabhu. And even the reading sessions. So we have very nice devotees, Vivek Prabhu, Sami Prabhu. And you also read Prabhupada's books and you got some understanding of the philosophy. This way, your day will be very Krishna conscious oriented, even though you are working and I am also going to school and everything, college and everything. Our time is being taken away, sucked. But the rest of the time we can engage in Krishna's, in Krishna's service and Krishna consciousness. So yes, Prabhu. So anything else, Prabhu? You have anything you want to say, Kunal Prabhu?
No, no, Prabhu, thank you. Thank you very much for your all explanation and for your wonderful time.
No, no, Prabhu. You see, my explanation was very average, I would say. But I would request you to hear the lectures of our senior devotees in ISKM. Are you by any chance hearing any lectures, ISKM lectures or Srila Prabhupada's lectures?
Prabhu, like to be honest, I am from ISKCON. I know a bit about Ritwik and ISKCON. I have been to Srila Prabhupada, but more of it I'm listening from other senior devotees.
So you're hearing from ISKCON, right?
Yes, yes. Because I didn't knew much more about Ritwik and all. I just knew in bit and pieces about what's the difference between these. So basically,
Yeah.
in your in your group is just because I believe in taking nectar because devotees are devotee, whether he's following ISKCON or Ritwik, but things are little things are things are almost same. Like you are also preaching Bhagavad Gita, they are also preaching Bhagavad Gita, and they also tell about devotee association. You are also talking about devotee association. That's what I believe in. That I don't mind to be part of
Mm,
any organization or of something
mm.
where I am getting good association, good you know knowledge in terms of gold and diamond.
So Prabhu, I would just clarify this point from the viewpoint of Guru Sadhu Shastra, because what you said is right. There are also devotees we accept, but there are always three kinds of devotees, and we must associate with the advanced devotees or the devotees who are sincerely following Srila Prabhupada's instruction. You see, so Prabhu, Sami Prabhu, you could go to the Swajati verse, and I believe Kunal Prabhu could read the Swajati verse. So right now, whatever we are speaking, we'll speak from Shastric basis, right? So you can go to the Swajati verse, Sami Prabhu, and make it a little big so that he can read clearly. You can highlight them as well, Prabhu. Sir, attendance. Thank you, sir. Okay. So Kunal Prabhu, could you please read this verse which is highlighted?
Sure, sure. Friendship should be cemented between. Can you, Prabhu, please? Can you just fit the screen so that I can read properly? It's you can just fit the screen to the actual side. Friendship should be. Yes, yes, that is fine. That is fine. Friendship should be cemented between persons, with mutual interests and understanding. Such persons are said to be Swajati of the same caste. The devotee should avoid a person whose character is not fixed in the standard understanding, even though he may be a Vaishnava or a devotee of Krishna. If his character is not correctly representative, then he should be avoided. One should steadily control the senses and one should steadily control the senses and mind and strictly follow the rules and regulations. And he should make friendship with persons of the same standard.
So you see, Prabhu, it is said in this verse that even though one might be a Vaishnava, if his character is not properly fixed, in other words, meaning in our context, that if he is not sincerely following Srila Prabhupada's instructions, we should not associate with them. It is in fact detrimental for our spiritual life. So you see, the point is that Prabhu Srila Prabhupada is very, very clearly, very in clarity, has explained in his July 9th letter that the Ritik system of initiation should take in place. That meaning the 11 appointed persons at that time, all the senior devotees appointed by Srila Prabhupada, they all must act as Ritvik representatives, meaning they should act as instruments of Srila Prabhupada, and whomever they choose to give initiations becomes a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. You understand my point? He never authorized any of them to become gurus. He never did that. He simply authorized them to give initiations on his behalf. You understand? So now, if we can very clearly see that in ISKCON, they're all disobeying Srila Prabhupada's orders. They're all disobeying the very person's orders who gave us life, who gave us this vision of seeing things spiritually and discriminating between sinful and pious life and taking to Krishna consciousness. How can we choose to hear them? You could go to the third offense against the holy name, Prabhu. Sami Prabhu, please do this. So you see, the point is that, Prabhu, we must sincerely inquire and sincerely hear from those who are bona fide disciples of Srila Prabhupada and following Prabhupada's principles and rules and regulations as they are, without any deviations. This will bring forth proper understanding of the philosophy and will make our Krishna consciousness, Krishna conscious life stable. You understand? We cannot hear from those who are offenders to Srila Prabhupada. You understand? So you see, the third offense is to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. So I will give you a practical example. Just like we have our father. For example, if someone who has disobeyed my father, if my father said, do not do this, and my father's friend, my father's intimate friend said, no, I will do like this, your nonsense, I will do my way, and goes, is it right for us who are our father's sons to go and associate with the person who has offended our father and blasphemed our father? How will our material father feel? Can you answer me this, Prabhu?
Yes, yes, so obviously you're right. We should not consider that person to be our well wisher then.
Yeah, we should not even associate with them. If a material father, we will feel so much hurt. Imagine the spiritual father who has given us this, sacrificed everything and given us this transcendental knowledge. This is not at all good, We should not hear from them. It's a fact. We should not hear from them because, first of all, they have offended Srila Prabhupada. And second of all, because they've offended Srila Prabhupada, their category of preaching or the way of preaching and everything is not even up to the mark. Because if one disobeys the orders of Srila Prabhupada, the spiritual master, then one becomes useless. Can you go to 12.10, Prabhu? CC Adi 12.10. I will show you. I'm just speaking from Shastra, okay? I'm not telling you my opinion or my mental speculation or how I perceive things to be. Directly, I'll show you the verse. So you see, you can go down, Prabhu, to translation. Yeah. Prabhu, you could, yeah, okay. The order of the spiritual master is the active principle in spiritual life. Anyone who disobeys the orders of the spiritual master immediately becomes useless. Immediately becomes useless. So these people have very clearly disobeyed Srila Prabhupada on purpose and they're continuing to do so. So first of all, they're offending Srila Prabhupada. And by us listening to them and inquiring from them and actually associating with them, how will Srila Prabhupada feel? Srila Prabhupada would feel offended. Like, what is my son doing? Why is my son disobeying me and listening to those who are disobeying me? And second of all, they cannot preach as well, They cannot preach as well. Because in this verse 12.10, it is clearly stated that anyone who disobeys the orders of spiritual master is immediately useless. So they cannot preach. In fact, their preaching is actually hodgepodge now. It's all mentally concocted and only speaking about their personal experiences. They do not quote from Shastras like our senior devotees do. So they're all useless personalities. And by listening to useless personalities, we also eventually become useless. You see? And by listening to such persons, we also become useless and our spiritual life will remain stagnant after a certain point. So what I would recommend you is that now I've shown you enough proof that they have offended Srila Prabhupada, and by listening to those who have offended Srila Prabhupada who are practically useless, our spiritual life will not grow. And Shastra says, even though they're devotees and chanting holy name, we can have respect for them. If they come close to us, say Hare Krishna and continue with their activity. You can show respects to them, but we should not inquire submissively, reveal our mind to them, and associate with them personally, intimately. So instead, what I would suggest you is that you watch the lectures of our senior devotees like His Grace Tattvit Prabhu, His Grace Nimai Nitai Prabhu, His Grace Prahlad Prabhu. You will find that our lectures are much more authoritative, and everything we quote from Srila Prabhupada's books and everything we show according to Srila Prabhupada's words, and even the explanation is very, very much authoritative and strong, because the sincere disciples of Srila Prabhupada, they are the ones who are empowered to preach Krishna consciousness. And this you can judge for yourself. You see, Prabhu? This you can judge for yourself. So I would recommend you, okay, you're listening to ISKCON, no problem. Now you stop this. I've told you clearly, I've given you examples that it's not good. But now you substitute this hearing with our senior devotees here in ISKM. You judge for yourself. You be the judge. Just like you are saying me in WhatsApp that my preaching was good and everything, but my preaching is actually low class. But if you find mine itself to be a little bit okay, but whatever I've just spoken from our senior devotees, then imagine how much greater, how much transcendental our pure devotees classes might be. They're pure nectar. So you please be the judge of yourself. You join our channel, you see our videos, and you take advantage of our classes. And every question you have, you will get pinpoint answers and pinpoint solutions directly from our Shastras. Pinpoint. I hope you understand this, Prabhu. If you have any more doubts or clarifications, please do feel free to ask now.
No, Prabhu, you explained really well. I will think about it and let's see how things work in my favor. I will pray to Krishna, like whatever he choose for me, I will be in the end of the day I should be in the safe hands.
Yeah, he has chosen you to follow Srila Prabhupada. He has sent you Prabhupada, you understand? And Prabhupada is the one guiding all of us. So why not hear from those who are sincere to Prabhupada, and why hear unnecessarily, which is condemned by the Shastras? Why hear from those who are insincere to Prabhupada and offending Prabhupada? Is it good? You tell me this question. Is it good to hear those who are offending our spiritual father?
No.
Then why should we hear? Is it not an offense to our father?
Of course.
If you offend Srila Prabhupada, how will you progress in spiritual life? How Krishna will give you his mercy?
Right.
Not
Right.
possible. Yeah, you can go to the verse. Yasha Prashadat Bhagavat Prashada. You can go to the verse as well. So this also can read. Oh, this verse is there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we can read this as well. So you see, Prabhu, we should not associate with them. They're offending Prabhupada. And if we keep on associating with them, after time keeps on going on and on, we'll get their qualities. They'll convince us about their system of initiations by proving some false theory and spreading some hodgepodge nonsense. And we'll also become offenders. This has happened a lot in ISKCON. And our senior devotees have strictly warned us from doing so. They have 20 plus years in Krishna consciousness. Gopal Prabhu 40 plus years. And they strictly warned us against listening to them and inquiring and submissively serving them. Because they will ultimately lead you against Prabhupada. And you'll also become an offender of Prabhupada. I know these are big terms I'm using, but I hope you understand why I'm saying this. And we can see from the Shastric point of view as well. As the qualities of a nearby object are reflected in a crystal, one similarly takes on the qualities of a person with whom he associates. Understand? Therefore, in order to increase one's devotional sentiment in his own line, a wise person should take shelter of those who have the same temperament. In other words, we should follow those who are sincere to Srila Prabhupada if we want to become spiritually strong. And if we want to become real spiritual, if you want to make real spiritual advancement, you should follow those who are following Srila Prabhupada, right? One should be particularly careful in this regard. Association with Sahajiyas and Baulas yields unfavorable results. But if one associates with pure Vaishnavas, for followers of Srila Rupa Goswami, then pure love of Krishna is awakened. Among all limbs of devotional service, associating with devotees is one of the main limbs. You understand? So now it's very obvious. You can go to the verse Sami Prabhu Yasha Prasadat Bhagavat Prasada as well. So I've told you and I've given you the proof, So please do not hear them, Prabhu. This is not actually good. Prabhupada will not be feeling good if you're doing this, I've given you the material father example. That material father is so much hurt when you're associating with those whom have offended him. Imagine about spiritual father. So if you want to make Krishna conscious advancement, then you should follow those who are sincere to Prabhupada, then you should hear from Prabhupada, right? And you should judge by the result. So you come join our lectures first. I know you've been hearing them for a long time, therefore you're somewhat attached, I understand, but no worries. You just join our lectures and hear our lectures with an open mind. Then you will see clearly that the lectures given by our senior devotees are so much superior in every sense. So please do join our lectures. And I would just like to end by saying this. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Therefore, I should always remember and praise the spiritual master. At least 3 times a day, I should offer my respectful obeisance unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master. So you see, you're saying you want to pray to Krishna and you want to pray that, whatever Krishna says you want to do, but Krishna has already sent you a bona fide spiritual master, right? And the only way to please Krishna is by pleasing Prabhupada. Without the grace of Srila Prabhupada, you cannot please Krishna. Therefore, by hearing those who are offending Srila Prabhupada, you're practically, hampering your own spiritual life. And in fact, in the future also, if you keep on associating with them, you yourself might also get misled and become an offender of Srila Prabhupada by propagating the bogus system of initiations. So it's not good, Prabhu. So I hope you understand from where I'm coming. I hope you read all
Yes, Prabhu, I
Shastri
will.
quotations. So please do. I'm not telling you to stop hearing the lectures. Please do hear Srila Prabhupada's lectures and please hear our senior devotees' lectures. Okay?
Sure.
This will help you a lot. You can judge for yourself. You join of our sessions and you sincerely try to hear. And you will see the result that there is no other Krishna conscious sincerely following Srila Prabhupada, they're empowered to preach. You understand? Whereas ISKCON, since they're offending Srila Prabhupada, how can they even propagate Krishna consciousness? How can Krishna give them the power and the strength to propagate the holy name? I hope you understand from where I'm coming from, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
So from next time you'll give a go to our ISKM TV YouTube lectures. Am I right?
Yes, I will see them.
Yes, Prabhu. If you have any other doubts or any clarifications, you please feel free to ask on this topic or anything else as well.
No, Prabhu. That's for the day.
All right. Thank you, huh? Hare Krishna. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. So,
Yeah.
Sami Prabhu, would you like to say something to him as well?
No, nothing like extras. It's just the same things are there. But see, in this, I found one reference from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati from Conversation from 1934, when he was asked by Rajan Babu, can we not listen to another Vaishnava? And Bhaktisiddhanta said, he should be respected if he is actually a disciple of a real guru. One may listen to those who have heard from a genuine spiritual preceptor, but wherever it is found that there is conflict in opinion between him and my guru, then to see him as a Vaishnava is a sure path leading to hell. So this is directly again saying that if they have contradiction between Prabhupada's order and what they are saying, then hearing and thinking about him as a Vaishnav is a path leading to hell. So that's what these great acharyas say. I don't know anything, but I'm just repeating what they say. So you can judge by this. Garibo, now we can read Six Astakam prayers. Cheto
Prabhu.
Panamarjanam Bhavamahadavagnirvapanam Shreyah Kairavachandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamritasvadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
नाम्नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिः तत्र पिता नियमित स्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवान् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशम् इह जानि अनुरागः
तृणादपि सुनिचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना मानेन मानदेन कीर्तनेया सदा हरि
न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतद्भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि
ऐनन्ततनुजा किङ्करं पतितां मां विषमे भवां बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कजा स्थितधूलिसदृशं विचिन्तय
नयनं गदाशूधराय वदनं गद्गदहृदया गिरा पुलकैर्निचं निचिन्तं वपु कदा तव नामाग्रहणे भविष्यति
निगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रविश्यैतां शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्द विरहेण मे
अश्लिष्य वा पादरतं पिनष्टु मामदर्शनान्मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विधातु लम्पतो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः. Translation: Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
one should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind. Thinking oneself worse than the straw in the street, one should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all senses of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling your separations, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is always completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipable Lord unconditionally.
Haribol, Sri Sikastam Ki Jai.
Yeah.
Jai. Jai.
And now we read quickly 10 offenses. The first offense is to
Blaspheme the preachers.
blaspheme the devotees who dedicated their lives for preaching,
Preaching.
propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second offense, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal or to independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Okay, third offense. That's easy one.
To disobey the orders.
Yes, Prabhu.
Fourth offense. Oh.
What is come? Wait, Prabhu, 1 minute. I will. Like.
Is it to give some
Like
interpretation to the holy name?
blasphemy. To blaspheme the Vedic literature and the literature,
Pursuance. Yes, Prabhu.
Vedic literature or scriptures like that. Vedic
Yes.
scriptures or scriptures in the pursuance of
Oh,
the
very
Vedic.
nice, yeah, Prabhu. Blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in persons to the Vedic version. Okay, fifth one. Very good.
Fifth one.
Is fifth
Uh,
one to give interpretation to the holy name?
Yes, so I think so. To give some
No,
mundane. Oh no.
it's not. Consider
consider the
this.
holy name.
Consider the glories of the holy name to be imagination.
Yes, Prabhu.
Maybe sixth one is that.
Yes, Prabhu. Sixth one is it.
Yeah, to give
Come
some
on.
interpretation to the holy name of the Lord.
Holy name of the Lord. Seventh one. Seventh one.
Is seventh one to commit sinful activity on the strength of the holy name?
Maybe.
Yes, Prabhu.
Haribo.
Very well. Eighth offense. What we say? What it will come like?
Yeah, that's one hard one. Eighth one is hard.
Wait, bro. I will think.
I think it's related to the holy name also, but
wait, like it was. Come on, Krishna.
yeah, I
To
forgot.
maintain material attachments.
No, it's 10.
Oh, okay.
No, ninth, but eighth was like. Oh, Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, was okay.
Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's hard.
We consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities.
Ninth offense is to like preaching to the
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
hopeless. What is it?
Yeah, preaching the faithless.
Offensive, faithless person.
Yeah, to instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Very nice way, Prabhu.
Wait,
Okay,
Prabhu ki jai.
Jai. In 10th one, there is to there is few. To maintain material attachments even after knowing so much.
Yes,
And
like main like first sentence, two sentences are there.
yeah,
First sentence is come like what is that? Committing the sinful.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, it was something like that.
Committing the sinful activities.
To not have complete faith in the chanting.
That's your holy name, and to committing sinful activities after knowing the truth.
To maintain material attachments.
Yes, yes, sir.
And also, in addition, it's also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment, even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It's also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Ribol.
Vivo. Rupasya kripa sindhubhaya cha. Titanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
की जय, श्री कृष्ण
Prabhupada ki jai.
जय,
Jai.
प्रभु जय, गौरव प्रेमानंद,
Jai.
हरि हरि
Haribo.